Welcome back. It's 11 past the hour. Now, when you're making your coffee this morning, know that today is an international holiday for coffee. This morning, we're joined by Ansley Watson. She's hanging out at Biggby to talk more about it. And Ansley, 1 cup of coffee only, all right?
Sam, I can't promise that. I love coffee so much. I'm so glad it's International Coffee Day. I'm staying in Biggby's Coffee where I'm joined by barista Sam. Sam, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
No problem.
So Biggby Coffee, that started in Michigan, correct?
Yep, we started in East Lansing in 1995, so yeah.
Been going strong since then. And all your beans you get from, where were you saying earlier?
They get roasted in Grand Rapids every week and shipped fresh to us, so.
Awesome. What are some of the best sellers here? What do people come to Biggby Coffee for?
People love the caramel marble, and the teddy bear's a close second.
What are in those? What makes those drinks so special?
Sure. So caramel marble is a caramel latte, and we put a nice big old whipped cream on top and some garnish.
Yum.
And so it's just caramel, but it's a classic, and everyone loves it. And then the teddy bear is white chocolate and caramel. So.
Oh, that sounds so good. So fall's here. What are some fall favorites coming in for you guys now?
We have our pumpkin spice latte, of course, caramel apple cider, which is great, hot, iced, or frozen. And for our coffees, we have pumpkin pie, cinnamon toffee, salted caramel, and Vermont maple.
I'm going to have to try those out later in the hour for real. That sounds so good. So what makes you guys so special?
So we love talking to people, and we want to get to know you, and we love when you come back in. So.
And you guys are on social media?
Yeah, sure. We have an Instagram, Biggby Marquette, and a Facebook page, which if you look up Biggby Coffee Marquette, you'll find us.
So since you're here all day, do you mess around with the different flavors and create your own drinks ever? Do you do that?
Yeah, sometimes. It just depends, but it's always good to have a classic. So, yeah.
Thanks, Sam.
Welcome back. Well, because it's International Coffee Day, you may want to keep your eyes out for places maybe giving away free cups of coffee. Ansley Watson is joining us this morning to talk all about coffee. And Ansley, I think you're cut off. No more free cups of coffee for you this morning.
Sam, I love coffee. That's not fair for you to say. This morning I'm joined by Sam the barista and Jenna and Miranda here at Biggby Coffee, and they're going to show us how to make some of their favorite drinks here. Good morning, Sam.
Good morning.
So what are we making this morning?
So we're going to make our caramel marble, which is our caramel latte, and then we're also going to make our frozen caramel apple cider.
Yum. All right, show us how it's done. What are you going to be doing here?
Sure. So first, with any latte drink, we're going to pull our shots of espresso. And grinding it right now. And then we're going to pack it in there so we can get as much coffee in as possible. And we're going to wipe it off and pop it in our espresso machine. Turn it on. Then we're going to add our flavor to the cup.
So just a few squirts of that, you know how much goes in each size, I'm guessing?
Yep, absolutely. And then I'm going to pop around you here. And we're going to get our milk out. And it's a hot drink, so we're going to steam our milk.
Okay. And is there like a certain temperature that the milk has to be at for it to be steamed?
Yeah, sure. So we're going to end up at 150 for our normal temperature. And we always clear our milk wand out. And right now I'm creating some foam. And then I'm going to roll it to push the foam down into the milk. And that makes that velvety texture. And we're going to add our shots while we're waiting for our milk. And we always stir our drinks so that they get nice and incorporated so that you get flavor everywhere.
Okay. So that's almost, you said 150?
Right, so it's going to end up at 150, but we're actually going to stop at 130 because this heats up really, really fast.
Almost there, awesome.
And we always wipe everything off so that's ready for the next drink.
What are you doing there? What's that
So
for?
there's air bubbles in there, but we don't want the big ones. We want really tiny little ones called microfoam. So I'm tapping them out, and then I'm going to swirl it, and that makes it nice and shiny. And then we're going to go ahead and pour. In this drink, it's whipped cream, so I'm actually not going to fill the cup up all the way. I'm going to leave a little bit of room. I'm going to sneak around you again. And when we whip our hot drinks, we make sure we actually leave a little air bubble in the middle so that when you put your lid on, it doesn't explode out the top.
Wow, tricks you would never know.
Yeah, and then I'm going to garnish it to make it look real nice and pretty.
That looks absolutely beautiful and delicious. I might have to try that one later.
So that's our grande caramel marble. And now we're going to do our grande caramel apple cider.
Okay,
Frozen.
and this is a frozen drink. And has this been a big seller already since fall seasons?
For sure. Definitely the frozen right now. Once it starts to get colder, you'll definitely want to try the hot one.
Okay.
So I'm going to grab my cup and get some ice in there. We're going to put our frozen mix in.
What flavoring is that?
So it's going to be just generic. It's like milk almost.
Okay.
Yep. We want our caramel. And then we're going to measure our cider out.
And this is true apple cider, not apple juice.
Absolutely. Real apple cider made with Michigan apples.
Yum.
Once everything's in there, we're going to come on back over to the blender, and we're just going to mix it up.
As easy as that.
Yeah. So it just takes a couple seconds, and it just makes sure everything's nice and smooth. We don't want any chunks or anything like that in there.
And how long does that typically take? Oh, is it done?
20 seconds. It slows down for a minute, and then it
Okay.
pops back up.
So then after this is all blended, then do you put some stuff on top of it as well?
Yeah, sure. I'm going to pour it in the cup, and then I'm going to whip it just like the other drink. But we're going to make it a little fancier because we have room to with the cold drinks.
All right, so as Sam is doing this, it is a good day for National Coffee Day. That looks beautiful, very silky. She's gonna put something on top, delicious. Donnie tried it earlier. He said it was on point, so it's something you probably would like to try. But have a good International Coffee Day. Enjoy that coffee. Reporting live in Marquette, Ansley Watson will be back with more of your TV6 morning news after the break.